teams. I can see why they picked this.
Yeah, basically, I can see any stage being picked, right? Of course, preference is what comes in really handy when you're trying to choose a stage. So, starting out, Toon Link as a supporting character and Captain Falcon as Boomuki's choice. And of course, we have against that Peach and Sheik.
Yeah, definitely. You can see like how Peach, RobinGG, he always punishes those defensive or aggressive options that Prodigy always baits out.
Yeah, RobinGG's punish game is absolutely insane.
Yeah. Also, this stems from a character being one of the better punishing characters. Like, if you get one punish from Peach, you'll get at least 30%.
Oh yeah, definitely. I personally think that Peach in doubles is an extremely good character. Of course, you can argue about Peach being a strong character on her own. Yeah, but I think in doubles she actually shines. And RobinGG makes it shine. Oh, that forward smash almost connected on Toon Link. Toon Link had a little bit of a drift back, so the tennis racket didn't quite connect. I think the golf swing might have actually hit, but of course that wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, that's true. Like, also interesting, like how we had two separate 1v1 situations, like for the last 20 seconds, and Boomuki came out on top of Prodigy with like a nice up air and so forth there.
Like even in the early game now, we can see a huge percentage
deficit.
Difference. Look at that, 150% on this Toon Link. One up air from Sheik might take it, one fair from RobinGG, of course, back up from RobinGG. Boomuki finds himself off stage. Okay, RobinGG tries to go for the edge cut, but that's an the normal get up into side B. Yeah, a lot of Falcons like
big high risk, high reward move.
Yeah, the high risk, high reward move. Actually, it's more like insane risk, insane reward. Wow, Kunai Kazekun takes off both of them off the top
with a nice up smash. Like he timed it so well. He charged a little bit just to get the right timing, and you can see the up smash combos from Toon Link.
Wow! Great. Yeah, forward throw into up smash, Geek up smash. Of course, if you get the sweet spot, it's a strong move, and forward throw into up air. Yeah. Kunai Kazekun was left alone because Boomuki had lost his stock, so they had all the time in the world. Oh, Mr. Saturn is here!
Let's go, RNG! Like, for all those who don't know, Mr. Saturn is an instant shield break, so we may see a Falcon Punch or something like that.
Or someone just throws it up. Nope, there goes the Mr. Saturn. No, he's back!
Mr. Saturn, like, he's always there for you. Like,
wow, Prodigy just power shielded the Mr. Saturn. Holy cow.
Of course, nothing breaks the power shield, right?
Yeah. Mr. Saturn has made this game a little bit more interesting. And he's gone. Okay, back to normal game. We have even stocks, but a little bit of percentage difference. Of course, blue team has a slight disadvantage. Red team was had the ability to close out the stocks way earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Great up smash. He dropped his shield. That's interesting is that Captain Falcon's up smash on shield is one of those moves that like they punish you for dropping shield. It's not an auto shield move. Like if you get hit by the first hit, if you drop shield, you get hit.
Yeah, the gap between the first hit and the second hit is too large that the shield would just connect out of the shield stun alone.
Like it's a great bait move, you know. Like you can't punish it if you try to shield grab it or anything.
Yeah, one stock down for blue team. And this edge guard is crucial. Yep. Yes. The tag into fair. Does Boomuki? Nope, he doesn't make it back.
Like it's also one of those weaknesses that Captain Falcon has. If he up Bs, if he Falcon dives you and you tag, oh great!
Whoa!
And if you tag it, you can instantly punish him like with anything you want. And most of the time, he will die.
Like look at that! That was a Peach fair. That's like an aerial smash attack. It's it comes out very late. It has insane knockback, but in teams you can make it work.
As far as I know, it's frame 16, and
yeah, it's basically an aerial F smash.
That's true. It's similar to Robin's. Like Robin's just has the strength, but also the frame data.
Kunai playing a bit more of a support role now, using more projectiles than he has done previously, throwing out bombs over boomerangs over bombs.
I do not agree with Kunai being like an aggressor. I think that that's Boomuki's job to do, because Toon Link doesn't really have close quarter combat options.
Yeah, when I talk to people and they talk about doubles, they agree that Toon Link is a strong support character, not a frontliner. Whereas Captain Falcon has the movement, he could do that role, he could fulfill it.
Yeah.
RobinGG going for another hard read up smash. That's something that RobinGG likes to do. He likes to roll read up smashes, of course at the ledge, or maybe below a platform, tries to fish out those. But, and nice RobinGG loses stock. Now it's 1v2, Prodigy finding himself against Boomuki and Kunai Kaze.
Interesting that now Kunai Kazekun and Boomuki have found their way in. In the first few stocks, they seemed a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer power of Sheik and Peach.
So, Boomuki trying to come back. Grab. No fall. Oh, yeah.
Oh, like a little bit on style with that little bomb.
It was a grab release, not just a forward throw, just a grab release.
He just released it, yeah. And he was forced to land on the platform, and the up smash. Like
it actually
the max
connected.
Marriage. Yeah,
it connected. It was a close one.
To be honest, it seemed like lapped out or at least trained a little bit. If it was like improvised or spontaneous, then huge shoutouts to these players for realizing the situation.
I absolutely think that was improvised. Like these people, they came together today. And I don't think Boomuki has been teaming with Toon Link in the past.
If so, then great game knowledge right there.
Well, as we said before, these people are amazing doubles players. They are here for a reason.
They are great double players, but they are especially better in doubles, in my opinion.
You think Boomuki and Kunai Kazekun too? For Boomuki, I'm not sure.
I was talking about Prodigy and RobinGG.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, but I think you could also make the point for Kunai, maybe.
Yeah, Kunai is also, true.
So, starting out, it seems that Final Destination is the counter pick here for Prodigy and RobinGG.
I try to understand this counter pick because Toon Link has great options to cover the ground game and avoid getting hard punched, you know?
Well, just looking at the percentage right now, this is working. Wow, that was the slowest descent on Kunai's part.
Yeah, it's true. If you receive a vertical knockback and do a stall and fall move such as Toon Link's down air, you actually like float a little bit in the air.
You basically cancel your own momentum and just drift downwards just slightly. Ever so slightly.
Great down air. I like that.
Oh yeah. This is something I used to see from Kunai a lot, not just in doubles but also in singles. He likes to sit at the ledge and then he goes for F smash. If it doesn't connect, well, oh wow.
Great edge punish.
Yeah, he caught that one out. So as said before, for the classic Raptor boost at high percent with rage. Okay, going back to the previous point, Kunai a lot of times does these F smashes at the ledge. Of course, if he catches them, it's death. If they shield it, well, usually people don't drop their shield. They always have this fear of the second of Toon Link connecting. And if they don't shield the shield, well, Kunai gets away from score 3.
Oh, wow. Great forward air.
Yeah, he catches Robin just floating around.
that nair from Sheik actually killed. Talking off of skill options, right? But yeah. I was about to say that the initial idea of controlling the ground game and punishing.
Yeah, there is another one of those landing read up smashes that RobinGG has been doing.
It definitely seems to work out.
Of course, it seems to work out. They are one stock ahead, so.
Yeah.
Kunai finding himself on the ground in a tech situation, this does a normal get up. So, Kunai off stage, no one edge guarding him. We are way too busy fighting Boomuki out here, trying to keep our stage control. Whoa, back throw! Sheik is not quite dead yet, but it gives them all the time in the world to take the stage control and hit on RobinGG.
And the Raptor boost in neutral.
Yep. Sometimes I feel like I can't actually tell if a Captain Falcon player that does these is actually doing these on purpose, or if they... I can't tell if they're actually serious about these. Like, do they really think that these are going to work, or are they just saying, oh, you know what, just throw it out? You know, it might actually.
Like, it's one of those do and pray moves, you know? Like, move, you throw...
Like that! Just like that!
Pray. Just pray, it may hit.
Man, Boomuki is making me religious out here.
Yeah. I think, like, this game is solidly built up on Boomuki's clutch factor right now. I
think the game in general, is, for both teams, is made out of really solid reads. Wow, Boomuki out-dodge through the up smash of Kunai Kazekun. Great awareness. And we have Boomuki out, but he takes the stock. Kunai Kazekun fights himself off stage, comes back with a bomb. Edge guard situation. RobinGG, can he find the edge guard? No, tethering back to stage. While Boomuki is eating all the damage. 44%, rolls Peach off stage. 140%, she is dead. 12% on Sheik, and we are in a 2v1 situation.
Yeah. I can... Sheik is one of those characters who can play the 1v2 like a little better because she has a great tools to stuff approaches with needles and forward air.
Usually when we talk about Sheik, we talk about how many options she has, right? She has a lot of quick frame data, she can move around the map easily. Well, killing one of these is going to be the harder part, right? Kunai is going to... Oh,
great one frame. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Like, I have to give shoutouts to Boomuki for having probably the ballsiest kills in this tournament.
Yeah, there was like 3 F smashes, 3 Raptor boosts.
Yeah.
Man, he went for all of these and he got all of these. Like almost all of these. Like one of them was shielded and one of them was at like low percent, 20% Sheik. Still connected, no punish, no death though.
Yeah.
High risk, low reward. We got the low reward. We don't care.
I think it's also